everyone, I'm Azure Silver. I just want to let you know that this video you're about to see, part 2, was recorded December 17th. It was a Saturday at 10:10 p.m. It is now 10:20 p.m. Thursday, December 22nd, which for those of you who don't know marks day 1 of the 12 days of gaming. And so although this video technically wasn't recorded during the 12 days of gaming, because I'm sick and I can't make a video right now, I'm gonna upload this today, and this is gonna count as the first video of the 12 days of gaming, leading up to my 4th anniversary. So, yeah, thank you guys, and see you tomorrow with the next game that we play. Otherwise, yeah, just enjoy the video. Know that it's coming out a little late, and I apologize for that, but like I said, the other one just took a while to edit, so this one got pushed back, and yeah, so later, guys.
Okay. Hello everyone, I'm Azure Silver, and welcome back to DDLC. Honestly, I've had trouble getting this game to work for this episode because for some reason when I would move the frame around of the game, it would like break my computer. And also it took me a little longer to play because my friend Liam's been wanting me to live stream this, and I haven't been able to do that yet. Also, currently drawing Pizza of an Ash, so that's pretty cool. So as I say, we're gonna get back into the game. It's 10:11 p.m. on the 17th of December. Okay, so we're back here, right where we left off from the previous save. I already forget what I put in the journal, but here's to hoping it works. And from here on out, it's a complete blank slate for me. Take things a little slower, go day by day, however that goes. Another day passes, and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little bit more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Jay. Yo, Sayori. What's good? Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to put you in a good mood, but I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. But that's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Why that, all of a sudden? No reason, really. I just want to look at it. So nurse retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns upside down and lets the contents spill on the desk. Only 2 small coins went out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. She's practically John Cena. That's not fair at all. How do you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so that only leaves one option. J'accuse! I give up! Don't make me feel guilty! If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. Hey? I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is always in her book. As always. I wasn't listening or anything. It's just something in my book. Yuri! Tell Jay to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after putting a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. Oh, by the way, I figured out, I looked on my Steam, and I did put J Silver. It's Azure Silver, and then none of that is J Silver, so that's why it's J. It just made it automatically rather than me making it in-game. So, that explains that. I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed into my book. Oh. I really like it when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side to you. There's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad and now I have to accept the revolution. Retribution. That. Still, coming from you, Sayori, I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if there weren't cupcakes. I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Eleanor summoned something, smacked Sayori in the face, and tumbles onto the desk. Ow! What was... a cookie? Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution? Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you. But then I heard you blab about cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Sayori suddenly clasps her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Yours looks really good, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez, beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy you share this one with me. Sarah gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki and then wraps her arms around her. Ah, jeez, I get it. The cookie's still in hand. Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Ooh. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite of Natsuki's cookie. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Geez, you are such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori? Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room. Ugh, where is Monica anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me, princess? Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. There you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. But boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring, at least. I must have not heard it since I was practicing piano. In study hall? Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. I don't really. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should really play something for us, Monica. Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little better, I will. Yay! Why does she keep looking at me, though? They all seem to look at me when they want to say something, and then they don't. It's because I'm a guy. God damn it. That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Jay. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean to... any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So, I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really. I chose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yori's back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Ugh, I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. You looking for something in there? Freaking Monica. She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point of keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga? You read manga, right? Sometimes. Manga's one of the things where you can't admit you're really into until you figured out where the other person stands. How did you know anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst the stack of the various books on the side of one of the bookshelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is. Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume into the middle, right into the middle of the rest. Much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feeling. I get a closer look at the box set that she's admiring. Parfait Girls is a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means either it's way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can go do it through the glass on that door. She points to the costume door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. It was a tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Jay. Consider this a lesson straight from the literature club. Don't judge a book by its cover. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. I'm going to show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hands. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly Mo. Don't just stand there. Nuki. Nuki. Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. Then she takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsill. She pats the ground right next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that. Why is that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this. Don't just say that. You'll make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's particularly a bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can't talk at the same time. It looks like there's a bunch of... Fuck me. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. I kind of grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for lack of a plot. So, what should I expect from this? Is there going to be a plot? Well, obviously, you think I would enjoy something that didn't have a plot? I mean... Well, I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning is about simple things. Like, there's a really funny chapter where they're obsessed with a guy at the ice cream shop, but that just helps you get to know the characters. And besides, it's still entertaining. Later on, there's all kinds of drama. Like when they get into their backstories and when some of the romance starts to happen. That's really what makes it so good. There are so many touching parts. Is that so? It sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you. Hey, wait. What's that supposed to mean? Natsuki gives me a little shove. I just meant that I haven't seen you at your full power. Good save. This chapter seems like it's about baking. I don't know why I said it like that. It was like I was going to say banking, and I said baking instead. I apologize for that. This is just a guess, but is there a lot of baking in this manga? Well, Natsuki pauses for a moment as if she doesn't want to admit something. Yeah. Why does that matter? It doesn't. I was just curious. Since you enjoy banking too, right? That's just a coincidence. I just happened to get into baking around the same time I got into this manga. Like I would never have gotten anything because of manga. I feel bad for anyone that impressionable. Definitely not a coincidence. I guess that explains Natsuki's interest in baking. Still, of all the hobbies to pick up from a manga, that's definitely one of the better ones. True. Have I read a manga? I read a book that tells you how to draw manga characters. No. Not to mention, she's really good at it, so who am I to judge? Hey, she looks so small in this frame. It's weird. She really does look like a first year student. She was a first year, right? I believe so. We read on for a few more minutes. I finished a couple of chapters at this point. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not. Even though you're just watching me read. Well, I'm fine with that, if you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. It really is. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. Honestly, that's me, but with Brawl Stars. Like, the amount of people that I've gotten to play Brawl Stars, crazy. I love it every time. I get to watch them grow. You know what I mean? You don't? That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? You don't share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Sorry. Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga is for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, eh? You still haven't grown out of that yet? What makes me want to punch them in the face? Ugh, I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who won't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitate toward the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this. At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monica was kind of a jerk about it. Ugh, I can't just win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am, reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? Again, it looks like she has just like a little tiny fang right there. I don't know why that is, but I find it both adorable and also weird at the same time. So? Jeez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flipped the page. Suddenly Natsuki starts laughing. I totally forgot that happens. Natsuki puts her finger on one of the panels. Minori is my favorite character. You always feel a little bad for her since she's so unlucky. But it gets exceptionally bad when... I shouldn't be talking about that yet. Just finish this chapter. Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. It's a stark contrast to your usual bossy tone. But if she's not used to sharing her favorite manga with her friends, I can understand why. It's hard to express in words the feeling you get when connecting with someone like that. Honestly, fair enough. And being able to provide that to Natsuki, for whom it's a rare experience, the thought makes me smile a little to myself. Okay, everyone. Are you all ready with today's poems? Oh, come on! Could your timing be any worse? Sorry. Excuse me. I just need to make sure we have enough time. Though you did look pretty cozy over there. Natsuki suddenly notices how close she's gotten to me. She hastily sides herself a good 12 inches away from me. Alright, I guess I'll stop here for now. I close the book and hand it towards Natsuki. You're just giving it back? Don't you want to know what happens? Yeah, but Monica just said, don't be dumb. Take it home with you. Is that really alright? I said that mostly because I didn't really plan on using my spare time to read this. Well, of course. It would take forever to finish if you didn't take it home. Let's finish that one before tomorrow so we can start the next one. And if it gets bent, I'll kill you. By tomorrow? I only got partway through the volume so far. I might fall behind on some shows if I get through this. But I suppose it's a necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing Natsuki's enthusiastic face. Or am I more scared of what'll happen if I don't finish? Alright then. Or sorry, alrighty then. I stand up. I return to where I put my stuff and carefully slip the book into the bag. Let's go! Poem time! So we've gotten a lot about her today. Not much about her, even less about her, and then a decent bit about her. So I went from the bottom up that time around. I'll go from the top down this time. Starting off with you. What's up? Ooh, I like this one, Jay. It has some nice feelings in it. I'm glad. Still, though, your tone makes it sound like you liked yesterday's poem better. I guess you caught me. Sometimes you know me a little too well for my own good. Well, don't just try to be nice about it. If I'm doing a bad job, then I'd rather just hear it. No. I still like this poem. I promise. You know, I wouldn't lie to you, Jay. Never, ever. Yeah, I guess so. What made yesterday's poem so great compared to this one, then? Well, I'm not very good at figuring out poems are good or bad. That's why I go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? Aw, you want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Weird, serious way to take it. Eh? Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep that in mind. Well, whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes I like a bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad? I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori. Well, I like happy the most, but sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help give that rain cloud a little hug. It makes a nice, happy rainbow. Sayori, that's unexpectedly poetic. Eh? It is? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Jay. I should go write that down, then you can read my poem now, okay? Alright. Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's a secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like a little bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and my forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it back in the bottle to keep it safe. And I put the bottle back on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in a bottle all in a row. My collection makes me a lot of friends. Each bottle, starlights to make amends. Sometimes my friends feel a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. After night, more dreams, friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets, hiding in the nooks and crannies, digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow off the dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Jesus, this is a long one. Finally all done, I open up, and in come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my balls that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle, but every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards over the floor. They're supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something, but all I do is hear echo, 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 echo inside my head. Is she alright? Holy crap, yeah, exactly. Sarah, did you really write this? Of course I did. I didn't tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever? Yeah, but I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot, and I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking about it too hard. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Aw, thanks. I feel like it. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah! Writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Don't get ahead of yourself. So I always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is going to be one of those times. But seeing her passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Who should I show my poem to next? Alright. little one. Natsuki reads my poem. She keeps glancing at me, then back at the poem. By now, she must have read it more than once. Aren't you supposed to be bad at this? Is that a compliment? No, I mean, you know, Natsuki struggles to find the word she wants. I just expected a lot less after what you showed me yesterday. That's all. Well, I guess I got lucky with this one. Yeah, exactly. You just got lucky, you know? Don't get used to it. You won't always manage to write poems as cute. I mean, well written. No, so that's how it is. My poem is cute? No, why are you smiling? It's not like I like cute things. Natsuki showed the poem back towards me. Huh? Reading it again, I decide that it's not so great after all. It's too cute in Doki Doki. It would only impress, you know, girls who like those kinds of things. For some reason, Natsuki's incredibly easy to see through. Well, anyway, you're gonna read mine now, right? Judging by your taste, you'll probably like it a lot. You'll probably learn something too. Don't forget who the real pro is. Oh, this is another squirrely one. Okay, Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Okay. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders, that's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy came and helped me up and took me to the nurse. I try not to let her touch me. She likes spiders. Her hands are probably so gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to other people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world's better off without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone. Pro Karen maneuver. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you don't think it was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Some things you can explain complicate issues with much simpler analogies. And it helps realize how stupid they're being. Like anyone who would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course. It's about how everyone thinks That doesn't matter. It can't be about everything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people will find out, they'd make fun of you or think of you less. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone it makes them happy. I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. And I'm sure a lot of other people can too. It's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless it's a good message to take away from it. Like, conveying emotions is important, but I want to make some people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm going to write a good one for tomorrow, too, so look forward to it. Right. And then we got Yori. Let's see what you've written for me today. Well done, Jay. Your skills are already improving. Really? Thanks, Yori. Coming from you, that means a lot. It's nothing. I'm just happy to help inspire fellow writers. I know you're new to this, so don't worry so much if it seems like you can't get your poem to feel perfect. You don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain into turning like a bunch of gears. I didn't read that right at all. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings and write down things you see and hear. Why do I want to say only so bad? That's one way to truly enable your reader into your mind. It's a very intimate exercise. I see. That's a really interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. I have, an example of that if you'd like to read, of course. This is a poem you wrote for me today. Yuri nods and timidly hands me a poem. Okay, The Raccoon. Rocket? It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences. Well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity, the raccoon, and urge. So what, you got a fetish for raccoons or something? Is this something I gotta be worried about, Yuri? Are you a furry? The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and safe. The raccoon becomes excited. Perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon is taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood, classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread, I film, and I feed myself again. Are you the raccoon? Is that what you're saying? But you can't be the raccoon. So, what I'm gathering is an intimate relationship with a raccoon, based on bread. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right. It's a bit close to my preferred writing style, using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I want to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sort of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. Excuse me. So I enjoy writing about them. Excuse me again. Huh, that's funny. Didn't Natsuki also write something about that? About someone being ridiculed for strange interests? Eh? She did? Yeah. She was talking about how it doesn't matter what you're into as long as you're not hurting anybody. She's right. I mean, does she really feel that way? Yeah. Sounds like you two have a lot more in common. That's interesting. To me, she seemed like the kind of person who would make fun of my hobbies. But I suppose it's my fault for judging, isn't it? Please don't tell her I said that. Don't worry, I have no reason to. Okay. Well, thank you for sharing with me. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad you're a good listener. You know what I kind of get the vibes of? For anyone who's played Cuphead, in aisle 3, there is a radio person and a, God, I forget what the name of it's called, but it's one of those things with a big horn on the top, and it has like a disc with a needle that plays. I forget what it's called, but there's two people like that who are arguing over music, like the less is more and more is more. It's that kind of dynamic that I get from Yuri and Natsuki. Like, they're arguing about the same thing, but they're just complete parallels. I don't know. It's the only, I've been playing too much Cuphead recently. Anyway, finally Monica. Just Monica was left as the option. Hi again, Jay. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that, as long as it's not going bad. I'm happy you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Alright, I like it, Jay. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Oh, jeez. No. It kind of makes me think of something that Suki would write. And she's a good writer, too. So I'd take it as a compliment. If you say so. Yep. By the way, any chance you have read anything by Shel Silverstein? No. Maybe a long time ago. He's famous for telling all kinds of stories in just a few simple words. His poems can be funny, endearing, or even sad. And sometimes you're only a few lines long, and they might even feel like they're written for kids. But if you think about them, they can express views of the world that would apply to anybody. I see. So, you're saying that Natsuki is kind of like that? Sort of. Maybe she's not an expert, but you probably won't find much filler in her poems. They might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning through. So I can see why it would be kind of a poem to explore. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save Me. That sounds like the title of something I would write in mine. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, an endless cacophony of meaningless noise. That is definitely something I would write. The noise, it won't stop, violent, grating, waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent, like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me. Wait a minute. Save me. Load me. Is that a meaning? Should I save and load? I mean, I don't know what is it with all these girls today and like these dark poems, but like, hold on a second. Save. Empty slot. Yeah, okay, save me. Load game. It did nothing. I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just the kind of thing I never would have really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where to write and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short to make it feel like there's trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader, so putting it that way, not even a poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision, and when that happens, don't forget to save your game. You'll never know when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. So, hold on a second. That's kind of a fourth wall break. So it's... Wait. I feel like there's a secret message going on here. Is there a person that's hacking into this game and manipulating these 4 girls? I should probably plug in my computer. It's gonna die. But yeah, that's oh god, don't do that. Jesus Christ, you're gonna break the fucking game. We're good? We're still good. Okay. Thank God. Oh, Jesus Christ. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit in the front room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put it together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Ciera's been working on posters. I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but how does this tell us what we're doing, what we're actually going to be doing for the event? Sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing? Monica? Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us is going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. So we're always putting it all on the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sarah, who's been coloring a poster, holds off for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't even already start putting up those posters, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no, it's not a bad idea, but I didn't sign up for this, you know. There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys, no, sorry. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. So, I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. And if we start the event and each put a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah! It's all about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with the others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. And Suki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess it leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but it looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright, phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. I guess I don't really have a choice. Thanks, everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh, gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of others. No way! Monica, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do in front of strangers? Oh no, don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little bit more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see. Monica flips her notebook to find a specific poem that she has in mind for herself. Then she stands up behind the podium. Now this poem is The Way They Fly. So the loading and saving did nothing, is what I'm gathering. Unless it did something, and because I'm doing it this way first, it did something and I just never noticed. That I don't even know. Monica begins reciting a poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply motion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is this simply a natural? I glance around at me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. Excuse me. The four of us applauded. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica. Thank you, everyone. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go, Sayori? I'll go next. Oh? Yuri fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called Yuri anxiously glances around each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. That's actually not a bad name. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment, she practically refused to do this. Why is she all of a sudden putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens to you when she gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she insinuates with perfect timing. Also, it probably enunciates. God damn it. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri steps back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity. And glances around as if she bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterwards, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were so caught off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applauded, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back to her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri's down for the count. I guess I'm next. Sayori hops over to Ciera, then chiefly walks the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Sayori. It's a lot harder than I thought. How do you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting to yourself like in front of a mirror or in your own bed. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best way. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. Oh my god. I'm so bad at reading today. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori's. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this poem on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it, but hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives me a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sarah meant by when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sarah finishes and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sarah. Even Jay liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that mean? It came out nicely, Sarah. The atmosphere of the poems fits you really nicely. But it might be that the other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. Yeah, I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours that were sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of everyone. Then the next time I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before that. Fuck, I clicked the goddamn button. Okay, now who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Jay. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Jay lower everybody's standards a little before I have to do it. Natsuki, it's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then, that just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way into the podium. The poem is called, Why Are You All Looking at Me? Because you're presenting. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath when she starts reciting the poem. Her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and a rhyme to it. That is Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken out loud. The words feel like they bounce up and down, as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She hops back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again. Well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think you'd be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so, well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about at the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope you'll have an idea what it is like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez. I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone, I think that's about it for today. I know the festival's coming up, but let's try to write the poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, and I'd like to continue that. As for the rest of the As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait. I can do this. Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club, and I'm impressing Monica, then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Like you two was going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Jay. You don't have to say it. Whatever. Let's go already. I'll go and say it once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot has happened. A lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori. Sorry, I was spacing out. No wonder. I was thinking about something familiar. I like how we get to... I mean, Sayori fumbles on her words, so let's just say that one day Natsuki has to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Well... Oh, geez, I can't pick between one and the other. I mean, it's a bit of a complicated choice. Because really, like, obviously I have experience with Sayori. But I mean, it depends on the context. Is it just one day? Or is it, like, multiple times? Because realistically, if it's just one day, I mean, I walk home with you every day, so, like, what's the difference, right? and I see in the mornings too. So yeah, I mean, a little time spread between friends wouldn't hurt, right? Just you know what? I'm gonna save this right there, and just yeah, I'm gonna pick Natsuki. Walking home with Natsuki, huh? Why does the thought of that make my heart pound? I mean, oh, my bad. I clicked the options. I mean, I think I would be afraid of what she'd do to me if I turned her down. Isn't she so cute and fun to be around? That has nothing to do with what I just said. You admitted it. Jeez. There's not even any point into speculating something that's never going to happen. Well, maybe. But I just like to think about it. It's not long before you won't need me anymore, you know? Need you? Sayori. I can't figure out how you're seeing things in your own head right now. Sorry. Everyone is different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you. If you say so. The conversation trails off and I'm left feeling awkward. But it's kind of her own fault for trapping with such a weird question. I can't just lie to her. But if there's something that makes her happy, I would hate to take that away from her. That's why I said there's no point in speculating. Then again, the festival's only a few days away. Who knows what will really happen in that time? Okay, wait. Hold on a sec. Now, what if I go back here? Yeah. What if I said I'd walk home with you? Sayori, you ever think I'd ditch you for Natsuki? But she's so cute and fun to be around. Jeez, I already said I see you in the club every day. Besides, you seem to really like going home every day. I wouldn't just ruin that for you. You're so silly, Jay. You think about me too much sometimes. Natsuki would deserve it if she wanted to. So, Sayori, I've already made my mind. I really can't figure you out sometimes. Sorry. Besides, what's the point of speculating something that's never going to happen? The conversation trails off. It's kind of weird thing for Sayori to care so much about, but I want to respect her and keep her happy too. Then again, the festival's only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Well, that's kind of a weird way to put it either way, but I'm still going to stick to Natsuki. I just want to see what would happen with, Yep. But there's definitely something up here, because there's starting to get an underlying tone with all these girls, and it's getting very deep and a little dark. Oh, we got these guys now. Okay. You know what I should have done? I should have done like a different thing for each of these poems, so next one would have been like a random number generator. A bouncy giggle, graveyard skirt, excitement, philosophy, sugar, cheer, beauty, existence. And cheer is probably something I write about. Lost, scars, sing, desire, jump, ocean, dance, fun, wrath, whisper, wrath. Silly, firefly, sadness, question, sunny, essence, doki, crimson, ribbon, lipstick, crimson. Aura, grief, love, incongruent, climax, afterimage, headphones, poof, tragedy, vacation. You know what? Poof. Give some respect to my Poof Kindergarten fans. Frightening, starscape, dazzle, passion, unrestrained, childhood, bunny, extraordinary or extraordinary, forgive, and pure. Childhood. Eternity, candy, hop, raindrops, heaven sent, flea, infallible, flower, socks, party. I don't know which of these I've picked before and which I haven't. Heaven sent. Electricity, sticky, fester, friends, frans. Sweet disarray, journey, cry, treasured cheeks, vivacious, imagination, swimsuit, lollipop. Fuck. Sweet. Dark, defeat, cage, play, universe, horror, disaster, dream, peace, prayer. Plays. Wait, was that talking about like playing with things, or was that like a play as in like a stage performance? Email, family, entropy, vanilla, unrequited, clouds, heart, depression, games, suicide. What is with these two? And why is this one so accurate? And why are all three of these here? Clouds. I do look up at the sky a lot. I think I've said that before. Hopeless, mouse, laugh, inferno, by vitality, kiss, whistle, secretive, loud, covet. Loud. Clumsy, lazy, atone, flying, marriage, kawaii, death, nature, tenacious. Bliss, shame, vertigo, melody, music, milk, promise, chocolate, contamination, ambient. Uncanny, misery, uncontrollable, intellectual, special, pink, playground, hair, twirl, vivid. Captive, wonderful, disoriented, analysis, warm, fickle, pain, spinning, explode, awesome. explode. God, yeah. Anarchy. Landscape shopping, vibrant, precious, heartbeat, empty, disown, alone, jumpy, romance. Color, daydream, nibble, unending, effulgent. I still don't know how to pronounce that word. I'm gonna look that up after this. Incapable, Valentine, cute, memories, sunset. Sunsets are nice. Misfortune, skipping, holiday, kitty, smile, anime, fear, parfait, rose, lucky, rose. Bad, adventure, extreme, together, broken, fantasy, insight, portrait, massacre, whirlwind, extreme. Happiness, sparkle, pout, summer, blanket, waterfall, shiny, comfort, nightgown, tears. Shiny. I'm trying to pick things like my second choices, you know? Shiny. I forgot to look at who it was aside from Natsuki at the end there. Oh god, okay. Well, I can't go on. I'm not gonna be able to go on. Come on. But this one. That one ends at 23. Is that? So we'll just save that there. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do a day per thing. Assuming the day goes less than an hour, then I'll do more than one day. But if it goes an hour, that's all I'm gonna have time for. Especially because it's 11:05. I gotta wake up early tomorrow for work. I'm gonna try and get at least the first episode of this out tomorrow because I haven't got it out yet. But I don't know. I'm really enjoying this. It's weird, you know. I find myself wanting to play more of this, like more and more and more of it. And maybe next time will be a live stream if I manage to get to work tomorrow. Actually, there might not even be an episode tomorrow just because I'll be trying to figure out how to live stream it. And wow, that was a voice crack. But yeah, I'll play around with a few settings and see what I can make happen and whatnot. Yeah. So anyways, that's going to wrap it up there. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm Azzo, so like, comment, subscribe for more of this. More gaming vlogs about what comes. I'll see you all very, very soon. Later, guys.